Hey, this is me building a business in public using these videos to keep myself on track. The way these normally go is I answer questions from you guys in the comments below any of these videos. Then I go over my YouTube channel growth for about 2 seconds, and then I wrap up with some business strategy, which is what I'm doing in the day-to-day to grow my business from scratch in public. So let's jump over to the comments section. Here we go, community. I'll scroll down to the bottom. Here we go. Hello, I'm in high school. This is from AYAAN. Hello, I'm in high school. I've been thinking about starting an AI automation agency for about 2 months and just had some questions. First, can you do this without money? And second, what are the best resources for a beginner to learn? Something along those lines. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. If you've been thinking about it for 2 months, I think it's just time to flip a coin at that point and just go for it. But the first thing is, can you do it without money? With absolutely $0, it'll be pretty tough because some of the platforms to use do require you to sign up for them. But theoretically, you could land a client for $0, get paid, and then get started, but that would just be way harder than it needs to be. I would say go get like a part-time job somewhere, get some money, and use that money to give yourself an advantage in getting started here, because it'll just make your whole life a lot easier. Second, what are the best resources a beginner can learn? I would go watch a bunch of Alex Ramosey's business stuff. I'd read offers and then leads, and then I wouldn't continue to the next chapter until I've done the exercise in the chapter I just read. That way you're actually like doing it. You're not just kind of like mentally getting off to the idea of doing stuff. You're actually doing the thing. So yeah, those two books, they're pretty quick reads or listens, and they're both free if you want like the podcast version. And yeah, I would start there. Then you can craft a compelling offer for whoever you're trying to pitch AI automation services to, and just try to get it up and running as fast as you can, whether it's like having to cold call businesses or go door knock or do something, work for free. Just get some sort of proof behind you, and there's no need to be waiting 2 months. I'd say just go for it. I mean, really write out the absolute worst case scenario of what happens if it doesn't go well, and you'll probably see it's not that bad. Do you know any magic secrets you can teach? Yes, I have a great magic trick, actually. If you, Max R3K, want to type out all of your credit card details in the comments, either myself or somebody else will magically make your bank account disappear. So it's a pretty good one. You should try it out. I'll be keeping an eye on the comments for it. But thank you for the question. Carlos says, do you use AI automations to source YouTube ideas that actually interest people? I'm launching my YouTube channel as well. Really cool idea to track your results like this. Do you upload videos like every day? Yes, I do upload videos every single day. I think I missed like a day at the very beginning, but since then I have not gone to sleep without uploading one. So there might be a handful that are like at 1 a.m., but basically I don't sleep until I upload. Do I use AI automations to source YouTube ideas that actually interest people? Right now, no. I am planning to in the future, yes. Because actually, little secret sauce is I plan on this being the side channel and to kick up a main channel once I kind of get some more time on my hands, which is a pretty lame excuse, I know. Yeah, I don't really have a good excuse. I just haven't done it yet. But once I'm making dedicated, like value-packed YouTube videos, yes, I will be using AI automations to source the ideas, and then I'm just going to A/B test against ones that I can come up with on my own, see what outperforms. If my own ideas are outperforming the AI-generated ideas, I will go scour the internet for more, like basically prompts, better prompts to use for that until I can get the AI to make better performing videos than myself. Then I will try to improve myself up to the point where I can beat the AI again, then back and forth. That way, that constant iteration will make me better at the process as a whole. So the answer is no, not yet, but I plan on it, and I plan on using it as a tool to improve myself and my own brain. Okay, cool. Marketing or consulting, which is better? To learn to start my business. Good to see you after so many days. Hey man, I appreciate you. I think you were the first ever commenter on one of these videos, so I appreciate you being here. Personally, I would go marketing first, just because it is an easier gap to fill. A lot of business owners think that they need leads, and if you can figure out how to get them leads, they're pretty likely to pay you for it. Versus consulting services, it's a bit of a more difficult sell, especially if you haven't learned like business fundamentals yet, like the through lines that every business has, like lead generation, lead nurture, sales, fulfillment, retention, ascension, and then like developing team and going through that whole process again. If you don't know what that looks like yet, I would start on marketing, and then by learning marketing, you will learn business as a byproduct, and then that can transition you into the consulting route if that's something that you really want to get into. But honestly, if you just got really good at marketing, you could crush it and make all the money you could ever want in marketing. If you got really good at consulting, you could crush it and make all the money you could ever want doing consulting. It's really up to you. All right, so now let's take a look at brand stats. And if you guys have any questions, drop them down below. I love answering them because I think it makes me a better communicator in general, and hopefully I can pass on some value to you. All right, so we're at 85 subs, and it is July 7th. So grew by 2.41%. That's pretty sweet. And then business strategy in my day-to-day. So today, I was messing around with the cold email stuff. So I've got this cold email icebreaker generator right here that I run. It basically takes a bunch of information that I scraped off of a software called Apollo, and I threw it into this Google Sheet, and then it scrapes them. Here, I'll actually give you a little demonstration. So the rundown is go to Apollo, make a custom search for the people that I want to find on LinkedIn. And I can dive deeper into this, just drop a question about it down below and I'll like fully go into the weeds, but I'm just going to do like a broad strokes overview for now. But I put together a search on Apollo to get a bunch of leads. I then go into Appify and I run an Appify actor to go scrape that list and give me all of the contact information. I then export that to a spreadsheet. That'll give me their name, website, headline, employment history, industry, city, country, blah, blah, blah. Then I take all of that information and I feed it into this make.com automation that scrapes their website and then takes their scraped website information and synthesizes it into something I can actually use. Then it turns their basically all of these columns of information plus the website scrape into a deeply personalized multi-line icebreaker to use for cold email. So you can see, hey Bianca, love future vintage, also a fan of how you treat styled guides like emotional blueprints, not just brand docs. Wanted to run something by you. I hope you'll forgive me, but I creeped on your site quite a bit. I know your 150-point SEO process is a big deal for you guys. At least I'm assuming this, given the focus on content architecture and usability. I put something together a few months ago I think could help. To make a long story short, it's an outreach system that uses AI to generate about 20 sales appointments per month without spending a cent on ads. Costs just a few cents to run, very high converting. I think it's in line with your belief in data-backed storytelling that actually moves the needle. So that is generated automatically, and it's customized to each one. If you want to pause and give this one a read. And then I did a little test run with about 100 of these. Then I'm going to export this tomorrow into Instantly, which is a cold email provider, sender, whatever you'd call it. And I'm going to run a little test campaign and see what my response rates are like. So that's a strategy. 100's pretty small test size, but I just kind of want to get it up and running. And then if that goes well, if I get like a 1 to 4% reply rate, I'll probably scale it up. If it's a 1%, I might use a different offer. If it's like 4 or above, I'll scrape the rest of that list and scale it. So yeah, that's my business strategy. If you have any questions about any of that, drop it in the comments below. And I will see y'all tomorrow.